What awakens desire within us? This is a question that echoes through the ages, a query as ancient as human connection itself. Today, we often find ourselves trapped in a whirlwind of societal beliefs that equate attraction with merely physical presence. We scroll through social media and see curated images of beauty, perfection, and validation. Yet, how often do we pause to reflect? Is it truly our looks that spark desire in others, or is it something much deeper at play? In the wisdom of Alan Watts, we are reminded that desire does not stem from the surface. It arises from the energy we exude and the authenticity we embody. Imagine a river. Its beauty does not simply lie in its water's clarity, but in the life it nurtures alongside its banks. The trees with their roots digging deep, the animals that draw sustenance from it, and the way it welcomes every season with grace. Likewise, our own presence can be a nurturing force for connection, inviting others to explore the depths of our being. Isn't it fascinating to consider that so many of us chase external validation, mistaking it for genuine connection? We wear masks, hoping they will attract the gaze of others, strangers in a crowded cafe or acquaintances at a social event. Yet, in those moments when we are our truest selves, stripped of pretenses and expectations, is when the deepest connections are often forged. Have you ever felt that magnetic pull towards someone who seemed entirely themselves, unafraid to reveal their essence? Reflect for a moment. When was the last time you felt a connection that transcended the ordinary? Was it because of their beauty, or was it their willingness to be vulnerable, to share their thoughts and emotions openly? As women, we often feel the pressure to conform to a certain image, but when we allow ourselves to connect with our inner selves, we invite others to do the same. The journey of self-discovery becomes not only a personal evolution, but also a pathway to attract those who resonate with our authentic energy. Let's flip the script on conventional thinking. Instead of believing that attraction is merely about looks, what if we embrace the idea that true allure comes from knowing and embracing who we are? Imagine walking into a room, not with the intent of being seen, but with the intention of genuinely seeing others. What energy would you radiate? When we step into our power, recognizing our worth without needing the approval of others, we shift the dynamic of how we relate to those around us. Watts often spoke of the interconnectedness of all things, comparing our lives to a vast tapestry where every thread plays a role. How does your thread weave into the lives of others? When you nurture your own desires and passions, you become a vibrant color in the tapestry, inviting connections that are rich and meaningful. As we explore these themes together, I invite you to reflect on your own journey. How do you cultivate your inner energy? When was the last time you engaged in something that ignited your spirit? Embracing what brings you joy makes you magnetic. After all, desire is a dance, a beautiful interplay of souls who choose to be seen and accepted for their authentic selves. Before we move on to our next segment, I encourage you to take a deep breath and ask yourself, what truly awakens your desire? Allow the answers to flow freely without judgment. In doing so, not only do you tap into your own essence, but you also set the stage for deeper connections to unfold. So let's keep this conversation going. Make sure to subscribe to this channel and join me as we journey into the next compelling method of awakening desire, cultivating inner confidence. Together, we will continue to explore the enchanting path to connection and authenticity. As we embark on this next segment, let's delve into the first compelling method for awakening desire, cultivating inner confidence. It's a phrase we hear often, yet what does it truly entail? Just like a flower that blooms brightest in the sunlight, our true essence flourishes when we embrace our worth and radiate self-assurance. But how do we cultivate this inner garden of confidence, and how does it transform our interactions with others? When you walk into a room, your shoulders back, head high, and an authentic smile gracing your lips, you may not realize it, but in that moment, you're embodying a magnetic aura that draws others in. Think about it. When was the last time you felt a wave of confidence wash over you? Perhaps it was in the midst of a presentation when you shared a heartfelt story, or maybe it was just a simple moment spent in a delightful conversation with a friend. That energy you created was palpable. You could feel the atmosphere shift around you, inviting deeper connections. When you recognize your own worth, it doesn't just influence how you view yourself, it transforms how others perceive you as well. Alan Watts beautifully expressed that the world is a dance. Confidence, then, is your rhythm in that dance. Are you leading or following? By stepping into your authenticity and embracing your strengths, you take the lead, attracting others to join in the harmonious flow of your life's journey. To ignite this inner confidence, let's explore some practical strategies. First, celebrate small victories. Every achievement, no matter how minor it may seem, deserves acknowledgement. Did you make a tough phone call? Pat yourself on the back. Did you step out of your comfort zone? Bravo! Each victory reinforces the belief that you are capable and worthy of good things, an essential step in nurturing your confidence. The second strategy involves embracing self-compassion. We all have moments of self-doubt. The key is to approach these moments with gentleness, as you would for a dear friend. When you stumble, instead of harsh criticism, offer yourself kindness and understanding. This shift in mindset allows you to see your journey as a continual evolution rather than a series of fixed judgments. Next, remember the significance of positive affirmations. Words hold incredible power. Speaking affirmations aloud or writing them down can recalibrate your mindset and help build a strong foundation of self-esteem. Try repeating phrases like, "I am worthy of love and belonging," or "I bring unique value to the world." As you integrate these affirmations into your daily routine, watch how your sense of self-worth transforms. Moreover, engage in activities that light you up. What are those things that spark joy within you? Is it painting, dancing, or connecting with nature? When you invest your time in things you're passionate about, you cultivate inner happiness and confidence. Every moment spent doing what you love is a moment where your true self shines through. Finally, practice mindfulness and presence. In our fast-paced lives, it's easy to get caught up in comparisons or distract ourselves with what lies ahead. Take a step back. Breathe deeply. When you ground yourself in the present, embracing who you are in this very moment, you start to dismiss external pressures that dilute your confidence. Now, let's reflect again. How does embodying confidence change your interactions with others? Consider a time when you approached someone with assurance. Notice how they responded. Did they lean in closer, eager to listen? Did the conversation flow effortlessly? Confidence becomes a beacon, inviting connection and display of authentic interest. As we draw this segment to a close, I encourage you to ponder this powerful question. If you were to walk with confidence today, how would that change your relationships? Think about the magnetic energy you possess and allow that inner glow to guide your connections. Remember, the world is waiting to see the real you, radiating with confidence and authenticity. Before we transition into our next segment, let's take a moment to bask in this newfound insight. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our channel and join us as we explore the exciting and enriching world of igniting passion through shared interests. Let's continue to unlock the beauty of connection together. As we move into this next segment, let's dive into the transformative world of igniting passion through shared interests. How often do we find ourselves in conversations that spark not only joy, but also a deeper connection? Sharing what excites us doesn't just reveal who we are. It creates a beautiful bridge to others, allowing us to connect on a much more profound level. Imagine this scenario. You're at a gathering and the conversation starts to flow. Someone mentions a recent trip to an art exhibit, and suddenly you feel the excitement bubble up inside you. You have your own stories, moments of awe and inspiration tied to art. Rather than holding back, you lean in, sharing your favorite pieces, explaining how they resonated with your journey. In that moment, you're not just exchanging words, you're weaving a narrative that invites others to step into your world. This is the essence of igniting passion through shared interests. Alan Watts often likened human relationships to a game of music. We all have our own melodies, and when we share them, we create harmony. Can you think of a time when you shared something you love, and suddenly the person you were with tuned into your rhythm? Perhaps it was a hobby, a book, or a travel adventure. Those stories have the power to ignite sparks of interest, drawing people closer, just like the music we all know and love. As we explore this method, let's think about how we can skillfully share our passions. The first step is to be genuinely curious. Instead of waiting for your turn to talk, listen intently to others and ask questions about their interests. This not only demonstrates your genuine desire to connect, but it also opens up space for reciprocity. When you express curiosity about someone else's passion, it creates a natural flow where both parties feel valued and engaged. The second step is to weave personal anecdotes into your conversations. These stories don't need to be grand tales. Even small moments can have a significant impact. Think of the last time you felt truly alive while doing something you love. Maybe it was a laugh shared over a painting mishap or a feeling of zen during a yoga session. By sharing these personal experiences, you invite the listener to relate and engage with your passion, creating a connection that transcends the surface. Now, let's talk about the role of vulnerability. Sharing what you love is also about being open and inviting others into your world. What fears or reservations hold you back from showcasing your passions? Often, we worry that others may judge us. Perhaps they might not share our enthusiasm. However, being vulnerable can lead to beautiful outcomes. When you express your love for something, you might inspire someone else to share their own passions or even step out of their comfort zone. Consider the simple act of inviting someone to experience something you enjoy. Perhaps you love cooking. Why not invite a friend to join you for a cooking night where you can both laugh, experiment, and learn together? Or if you enjoy hiking, share the experience of exploring a beautiful trail. These shared activities foster a sense of camaraderie and cultivate a rich environment where desire can flourish. Finally, embrace the concept of playfulness when discussing your passions. Let your excitement shine. When you talk about what you love, let it seep into your tone and your body language. Share your enthusiasm. It's contagious. Think about the light in your eyes when you discuss a book that moved you or a documentary that changed your perspective. Passion is magnetic. It draws people in like moths to a flame. As we wrap up this segment, I encourage you to reflect on your own interests. What do you love? How can you share that joy with others? The next time you find yourself in a conversation, think about the sparks you can ignite just by being willing to share your passions. And remember, every shared story, every moment of laughter, every vulnerability reveals the beauty of connection. So let's continue our journey together and embrace these shared interests as pathways to deeper connections. If you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time to do so. Join me as we explore the next segment where we engage in meaningful dialogues and discover the power of intimacy through deep conversations. Let's keep nurturing the dance of connections. In an age of quick texts and social media updates, it's easy to overlook the profound impact that genuine dialogue can have on our relationships. Deep conversations are not merely exchanges of words, but are, in fact, seeds planted in the soil of connection, nurturing growth and understanding between souls. Imagine this. You're seated across from a friend in a cozy cafe, the conversations around you fading into the background as you both lean in, engaged in a heartfelt dialogue. You're sharing thoughts, fears, joys, and dreams, the kind of talk that makes time dissolve around you. Have you ever experienced such an exchange? It's in those moments that true intimacy flourishes. Alan Watts suggested that human connection is like waves upon an ocean. While each wave is unique, when they come together, they create something much larger than the sum of their parts. This is the essence of deep conversations, creating a shared understanding that lifts us all. To embark on this journey of intimacy, we must first embrace the art of active listening. This isn't just about waiting for your turn to speak. It's about being fully present in the moment. When did you last listen, not just to respond, but to truly understand? While conversing, silence can often feel uncomfortable, yet it's in those pauses where real insight can emerge. By holding space for your conversation partner, you're inviting them to express their thoughts freely, encouraging a deeper exploration of their feelings. It's as if you're offering them a safe harbor amidst a restless sea. Next, allow yourself to be vulnerable. Vulnerability is often perceived as a weakness, but it holds immense power. Sharing your own experiences and emotions can inspire others to do the same. Have you ever noticed how sharing a struggle or fear can lead to a more profound connection? Think of it as shedding a layer of protection, allowing light to shine through. Vulnerability breaks down barriers and fosters an environment where authenticity can thrive. Remember, the beautiful truth of our shared humanity is that we are all wonderfully imperfect. As we weave deeper into the fabric of conversation, focus on asking open-ended questions. Consider this. Instead of, "Did you like the movie?" you might ask, "What resonated with you most about the film?" Open-ended questions encourage richer discussions, allowing the other person to share their perspective in a way that invites exploration rather than simple affirmation. By asking thought-provoking questions, you not only demonstrate your genuine interest, but also create pathways for deeper sharing. Alongside this, let's explore the concept of sharing silence in conversations. Have you ever felt the weight of silence as a conversation partner processing their thoughts? Instead of rushing to fill the void, embrace it. Silence can be a beautiful pause in which both individuals reflect and savor the moment. It fosters a deeper connection as both parties feel comfortable to explore their feelings freely. As we come to the conclusion of this segment, let's consider the question, how can deep conversations deepen your connections? Imagine what relationships could look like if everyone made an effort to engage in this way. Picture a tapestry woven with threads of vulnerability, curiosity, and authenticity. Each conversation becomes a unique pattern, illustrating the brilliance of our human experiences. Before we move into the next segment, where we'll explore the essence of compassion in nurturing connections, take a moment to reflect on your dialogues. How can you invite more intimacy into your conversations, and what steps will you take? I encourage you to seek out those meaningful exchanges, for they hold the potential of transformation. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to this channel. Let's continue to nurture our relationships as we explore the transformative power of compassion in our next segment. Together, we will enhance the dance of connection even further. As we journey into our next segment, let's explore the profound essence of compassion in nurturing connections. Compassion is a gentle power, a nuanced understanding that allows us to step into another's experience and share in their reality. It serves as the glue that binds our relationships. Without it, connections can often feel tenuous, like threads on the verge of unraveling. Imagine a moment in your life when you were feeling low or overwhelmed. Perhaps a friend recognized that glimmer of sadness in your eyes and offered not just words, but a warm embrace. In that instant, a wave of compassion washed over you, creating a safe space to be vulnerable. This illustrates how compassionate gestures create a cradle of safety within our relationships, inviting more openness and trust. Alan Watts eloquently stated that compassion means to look beyond your own pain, to see the pain of others. This perspective echoes the idea that when we acknowledge each other's struggles, we strengthen the ties that connect us. So, how can we actively cultivate compassion in our everyday interactions? A great way to begin is by practicing awareness. Tune in to the emotions around you, both your own and those of the people you interact with. When you're engaged in conversation, pay attention not just to the words being spoken, but to the tone, body language, and facial expressions. This mindfulness allows you to connect on a level that transcends mere conversation. Have you ever had a friend drop a hint about their struggles? By observing closely, you might hear unvoiced pleas for support. This awareness is your gateway to compassionate responses. Next, let's delve into the idea of offering sincere validation. Often, people need to feel heard and understood more than they need solutions to their problems. When someone shares their story with you, offer your understanding by acknowledging their feelings. Phrases like, "That sounds incredibly challenging," or "I can see why you feel that way," communicate empathy and affirmation. This simple act of validation can make a world of difference, showing the other person they are not alone in their experience. Compassion often flourishes when we share our own vulnerabilities as well. Allowing others to see our struggles not only enhances our authenticity, but fosters a safe environment for them to express their feelings without fear of judgment. If you feel comfortable, share a personal story that may resonate with theirs, reinforcing the idea that we're all navigating this journey together. When we open up about our own challenges, we reflect the beautiful imperfection of being human. Remember, vulnerability is a two-way street. When we share, we empower others to do the same. Now let's talk about the importance of taking action. Sometimes compassion requires more than just words. It calls for tangible support. Think of ways you could assist a friend or loved one who is facing difficulty. It could be as simple as cooking a meal for someone going through a rough time or offering to listen without interruption. These small acts of kindness demonstrate your willingness to step into their world and lend support. Such gestures signify that you care deeply and are there for them in their time of need. An essential component of compassion is cultivating patience. Life, with all its intricacies, often throws curveballs our way, and our journey toward healing can be gradual. Understand that it's okay to take your time with others, allowing them the space to open up at their own pace. Have you ever felt rushed in a conversation where you needed more time to articulate your feelings? Patience affirms your respect for someone's process and fosters a deeper connection. Before we conclude this segment, let's reflect on the question, how do you currently express compassion in your life? Are there moments when you can lean in closer, offering more support or understanding to those around you? Picture the ripple effect of compassion. Each small act creates waves that can touch others in profound ways. As we prepare to wrap up this segment, I invite you to consider how compassion can enhance your relationships. By being more aware, validating, sharing vulnerabilities, taking tangible actions, and exercising patience, you open the door to deeper connections. Compassion transforms not just individual relationships, but the very fabric of our communities, fostering a sense of belonging and love. If you haven't already, I encourage you to subscribe to our channel. Let's continue this enriching journey as we explore the next vital theme of nurturing connections, embracing diversity in our relationships. Each unique perspective offers a chance to grow and learn from one another. Together, we can discover the beauty found in our differences, enhancing the tapestry of connections that bind us all. As we dive into this next theme, let's explore the vital importance of embracing diversity in our relationships. Each person we meet brings a unique tapestry of experiences, cultures, and perspectives. When we open ourselves to these differences, we not only enrich our own lives, but also enhance our connections with others, creating a more vibrant and inclusive community. Imagine walking into a gathering that brings together individuals from various backgrounds, different ages, ethnicities, and life experiences. It's like observing a garden filled with an array of flowers, each one adding its unique color and fragrance. Have you ever noticed how an eclectic mix of people can lead to fascinating conversations and unexpected insights? Alan Watts once said, "You are the universe experiencing itself." This idea resonates beautifully here, as we remind ourselves that every interaction is an opportunity to glimpse a different facet of this universe. To foster a deeper understanding of diversity in your relationships, we can begin with curiosity. Approach each interaction with an open heart and a genuine desire to learn. Ask questions that invite others to share their stories. For instance, instead of assuming why a friend feels a certain way about their culture or upbringing, try asking, "What has your experience been like growing up in your community?" This kind of inquiry shows not just interest, but also respect for their unique journey. Have you felt the warmth of someone truly wanting to understand your background? It creates a bond that enriches both people. Another key aspect of embracing diversity is to challenge our own biases and stereotypes. We all carry preconceived notions, whether we realize it or not. Consider reflecting on the ways these biases may manifest in your interactions. Are there moments when you've generalized or overlooked a person's individuality based on stereotypes? Acknowledging these biases allows us to consciously work towards dismantling them. When you find yourself making assumptions, pause and remind yourself of the countless stories and experiences that lie behind each person's exterior. Next, let's talk about the value of shared experiences. Seek opportunities to engage with people from different backgrounds. This could be as simple as attending cultural festivals, volunteering in diverse communities, or trying new culinary experiences together. Sharing these moments can foster understanding and appreciation for traditions different from your own. Think back to an instance when you immersed yourself in an unfamiliar experience. How did it reshape your perspective? Often, these experiences become cherished memories that create lasting connections. Additionally, fostering inclusivity is crucial in nurturing relationships marked by diversity. Every conversation and interaction should make it clear that everyone is valued and respected. This involves creating spaces where people feel safe to express their thoughts and experiences. Do you remember a time when you felt included just by being allowed to share your opinion? It's a powerful feeling that encourages openness and engagement. Let's not forget the importance of active allyship. Being an ally means standing up for others, especially those who may be marginalized. Lend your voice to those who may feel unheard and advocate for inclusivity in your circles. For example, if you notice a conversation leaning towards exclusion or insensitivity, gently steer it back to a more understanding tone. This not only showcases compassion, but also reinforces the idea that diversity is a strength worth celebrating. Before we conclude this segment, take a moment to reflect on your personal connections. How do you currently embrace diversity in your relationships? Are there areas where you can expand your interactions to include more diverse voices and experiences? Consider the steps you can take to cultivate relationships that enrich your understanding of the world and the people in it. Ultimately, embracing diversity is not merely a checkbox on a list. It is a mindset that allows us to experience the world through a richer lens. As we open ourselves to the myriad stories and viewpoints around us, we foster connections that thrive on understanding and shared humanity. As we wrap up this segment, I encourage you to continue to cultivate a mindset of inclusivity and curiosity. If you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, now is a great time to do so. Join us as we explore the final theme, the transformative power of love in nurturing connections. Together, let's weave the strands of our diverse experiences into a vibrant tapestry that unites us all, celebrating the beauty found in our differences. As we close this journey, let's delve into the transformative power of love in nurturing connections. Love, in its essence, is the binding force of our shared humanity. Alan Watts evocatively stated that love is the only reality, highlighting that it's not merely an emotion, but a fundamental aspect that supports all our relationships. So how can we better nurture connections with love in our everyday lives? To begin, let's talk about self-love. Before we can truly share love with others, it's essential to cultivate it within ourselves. Reflect on how your relationship with yourself influences your interactions with others. When you treat yourself with kindness, it radiates outward, enabling you to extend warmth and compassion to those around you. Consider incorporating daily affirmations or self-care practices into your routine. Just as a plant needs nourishment to flourish, your spirit deserves the same. Taking time to acknowledge your own worth creates a solid foundation for loving connections with others. Next, let's discuss the significance of expressing appreciation. Recognizing and honoring the contributions of those in your life serves to fortify relationships. A simple thank you or heartfelt note can brighten someone's day and create a sense of belonging. Think of individuals who have supported you. When was the last time you shared your gratitude? These small gestures of acknowledgement make a monumental difference in reinforcing the bonds you share. Understanding the languages of love is essential in nurturing meaningful connections. Each person has unique ways of expressing and receiving love. Some value words of affirmation, while others cherish quality time or acts of service. Take the time to uncover your own love language and those of the people in your life. This growing awareness helps tailor your interactions to meet each other's emotional needs, fostering deeper intimacy and understanding. Just as a gardener tends to each plant according to its needs, nurturing relationships requires recognizing and responding to these differences. Another vital aspect is ensuring emotional availability during connections. Think back to instances when someone felt distant or preoccupied. Being present and engaged during conversations cultivates trust and closeness. Active listening plays a vital role here. Focus fully on the other person, putting away distractions, maintaining eye contact, and responding empathetically. When you devote your attention to someone's feelings, you signify that their experiences are valued, which builds deeper emotional connections. Now, let's touch on the healing power of forgiveness in nurturing relationships. Conflicts and misunderstandings can create rifts, leading to resentment. Holding on to negative feelings can weigh heavily on your heart. Forgiveness doesn't mean excusing wrongs, but rather recognizing the shared human experience and the inevitability of mistakes. By approaching conflicts with a willingness to understand the other person's perspective, you can open the door to healing and allow love to grow once more. Visualize the relief that comes from releasing grudges, like letting go of heavy stones you've been carrying. Finally, creating shared experiences is crucial in developing strong connections. Love thrives in the moments spent together, be it through laughter, deep conversations, or simply enjoying a beautiful day. Consider planning regular gatherings with friends or family, as these moments become cherished memories that strengthen your bond. Just like planting seeds in a garden yields a lush harvest, the time you invest in relationships enriches them, allowing love to flourish. As we conclude this exploration of love, Let's reflect on how you embody love in your daily interactions. What practices can you incorporate to enhance your connections with those around you? Be it through self-love, expressing appreciation, understanding love languages, ensuring emotional availability, offering forgiveness, or creating memorable shared experiences. Each step brings you closer to nurturing the bonds that tie us together. Thank you for accompanying me on this enriching journey through the realms of connection, compassion, curiosity, diversity, and love. If you haven't yet, consider subscribing to our channel. As we move forward, let's continue cultivating our relationships with intention and heart, forging a world interwoven with understanding and love. Together, we can celebrate this beautiful human experience, nurturing the vibrant tapestry of connections that define who we are.